We've got just enough time to hear some questions from the studio audience in the segment called No Appointment Necessary. We'll start with Sonny from Mississippi. And Sonny, what's your question?
Hi, Dr. Phil. I'm a journalism educator. I also teach public speaking to young people. I empower them so that they know their voice matters. But with the plethora of good and bad examples on social media of cancel culture, what advice can you share with me so I can share it with them of how they can ask questions so that they don't just jump on the cancel culture bandwagon and it becomes a platform for cyberbullying?
Well, you know, Sonny, I would hope that we would really implore our students today to not be sheep, to not be part of the mob, because the mob mentality jumps, they're very kind of ADD and looks at headlines and is not real big on fact checking. I have seen people's lives destroyed by misinformation, half facts, and people just not doing their homework like a real journalist should. So you're in the right position to teach them to be critical thinkers. So thank you for the question. Benjamin from Illinois.
One of the reasons why I love your program is you do such a great job of making sure that each guest gets to tell his or her side of the story. So my question to you is this: have you ever considered being a moderator for our political debates? And I hope that you do. Everyone in the audience agrees with me.
You know, I think it's something that I might consider someday, but my attitude is that if you take more than 2 sentences to ask a question, then your question wasn't ready. And I've watched moderators who I think become part of the debate, and that's not what this is supposed to be about. I think moderators are there to do just that. They're traffic cops. I think that people need to do their homework before they do anything. And when I'm here, I feel like on my show, if a guest comes on here and is willing to be a teaching tool, to create teachable moments, moral moments in America, I owe it to them to do my homework, to know what the situation and the circumstances are. And I would hope that everybody does that, whether they're moderating a debate, participating in a debate, or whatever. So if I do wind up in that situation, you can bet I'll do my homework before I get there. I promise I'll know what's going on. Well, hey there, thanks so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question for me? If so, I do want to hear from you. Click on the link in the description and tell me what's going on. You just might end up right here with me on the show. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that little red button below. You know you want to. What are you waiting for? Do it!